नाम है राजीव कुमार बजाज यानी आरकेबी और मैं हूं इस वक्त एडवोकेट प्रदीप नंबियार जी के साथ। प्रदीप जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार।
आप सब लोगों को जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी, वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम।
प्रदीप जी, horror stories coming out of Israel, horror stories coming out of the attack by Hamas on innocent Israeli civilians, citizens, and so on and so forth. Hamas, of course, says they're only retaliating for all the atrocities committed by Israel over the last so many years. But I have not seen Israeli soldiers going out and
innocent kids, parties
picking
going
up
on,
kids from parties, and
women being picked up from parties, girls killed, slaughtered,
and violated and spat upon, carried in on vehicles and jeeps as if they are what? Animals you have just hunted down?
German
like trophies.
Female tourists being killed, and in the open jeep, people are spitting at her. I mean, what kind of aggression are we seeing? Violent aggression.
जी, and उनकी बेचारों की जो हाथ पैर उनके तोड़ दिए और उसको जीप के ऊपर बांध करके, जैसे अभी अभी आपने हिरण का शिकार किया हो वो लेकर के जा रहे हैं और आप जो हैं बड़े बहादुर समझ रहे हैं अपने आप को ये करने के बाद। मतलब क्या है? और तो और छोड़िए भाई, ये सब तो ठीक है। चलिए, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय सम्माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने ये कहा कि हम लोग इजराइल के साथ खड़े हैं, पूरा भारत इजराइल के साथ खड़ा है इस आतंकवादी हमले के खिलाफ। याद रखें, हामस जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो एक डेजिग्नेटेड टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है। प्रदीप जी
बिल्कुल एग्जैक्टली।
और हमारे अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी के लोग जो हैं वो आज एक रैली निकालते हैं हामस के सपोर्ट में, हामस के समर्थन में। ये क्या हो रहा है? अरे तुम्हारी बुआ जी का घर है क्या? जाओ ना वहां पे। अगर आपको इतना ही इतनी आपको अगर इतना ही लगाव है आपको उस इलाके के साथ, उन लोगों के साथ, प्लीज गो ज्वाइन देम। हु इज गोना स्टॉप यू? ये देखिए साहब, ये अलीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी है, अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी। मतलब वो तुम्हारे चाचा लगते हैं? कौन लगते हैं तुम्हारे? हिंदुस्तान में आप रहते हैं और बात उधर की करते हैं। अरे भाई, इसीलिए तो प्रदीप जी यही बात है कि विश्व हिंदू परिषद हो गया, बजरंग दल हो गया, या बीजेपी हो गया, या बाकी अन्य लोग हो गए, वो कहते हैं कि भैया देखो, योर फर्स्ट लॉयल्टी हैज टू बी टुवर्ड्स इंडिया। व्हाई आर यू कंसर्न्ड so much with what is happening over there? And what are you cheering for? You're cheering for Hamas, the people who have murdered innocent children, slaughtered women, raped and slaughtered women. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Violation against teenagers who have got nothing to
Right.
do. Families killed.
And they were at a peace concert. There was a music concert for peace and harmony between Palestinians and Israelis. That's what the concert was for. जहां से आपने बच्चों को उठाया और उनका क्या अभी हाल है किसी को मालूम नहीं। It's absolutely terrible. I mean, awful. That's all that I can say. I think we have from the BJP we have Mr. Ali Daruwala. Let's ask him. Of course, we'll majorly talk about the fact that 5 states are going for elections very, very shortly. We'll of course talk about that, but this is terrible. I mean, what are we doing? And why is Mr. Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, he was so quick off the blocks and so many other things, why has he not taken action against these fellows? Put them all in a truck, put them in a C-130 Hercules aircraft and send them off to Palestine. Let them go fight over there. Welcome. Please go. See the way. Now, this is absolutely awful. Now, if it had been the other way around, if the Israelis had attacked Gaza, if the Israelis had done what Hamas is doing, and then you had come out in support of Hamas and the Palestinians, it would have been understood कि आप जो हैं ह्यूमैनिटी के साथ, इंसानियत के साथ खड़े हैं। लेकिन जिन्होंने हर जगह पर इंसानियत की धज्जियां उड़ाई हैं, आप उनके साथ खड़े हैं। Awful. Do we have Mr. Daruwala with us? Namaskar, sir. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Pradeep, sir.
Vande Mataram, sir. Vande Mataram.
You're fuming away, and you have a very apt reason to fume, and I'm totally in solidarity with what you're saying. So is my party, and so is our Honorable Prime Minister. So as we proceed into the debate, what I saw right now on the screen about the Aligarh Muslim University and the demonstration by the students, we condemn. And as a BJP spokesperson, I vehemently condemn this demonstration, sir.
But Mr. Ali Daruwala, this is nonsense. What are these fellows up to? This is exactly what they used to do earlier. They are now coming back and doing this. You are supporting a terrorist organization? ये मतलब क्या है सर? Ali Daruwala साहब समझाएं मुझे जरा. Please, I want to understand what could be the psychology. You are a Muslim.
You need to understand.
No, Mr. Daruwala, you are a Muslim. Would you do this? Would you support a bloody terrorist organization?
Yeah, Rajiv sir, you need to understand where is this coming from. This roots, as they say, the toolkit, what happened, who has sowed the seeds, who are these offshoots of our Prime Minister, ex-Prime Minister Indira Gandhi she had not kept it a secret, her relationship with Yasser Arafat, and prior to him, what Rajiv Gandhi's dialogues with the Palestine was, and only when our Vajpayee government came, and at that point in time, the relationship between Israel and India grew, it blossomed. It was the Vajpayee government who saw the spark in Israel, the people of Israel, and where they are, and what are they doing for the nation, and the nation building. And what the Congress did, the roots are in front of you, it's on the screen, everybody's seeing. This is what the Vichar Dhara ka farak aapke...
Ali Daruwala sahab, I don't know whether you know
My
this.
Prime Minister has not minced in his words, neither am I going to mince on your show. Hamas is not even a part of the government. They have Palestine, whatever they call their small state, they have an elected representative, a republic, and these people are not even part of the republic. It is an organization which doesn't believe in dialogues. What they did, to put the record straight on your TV, they have bombarded the nation with 7,000 rocket missiles. Is this barbaric? What is this? Can you do this? And into what? Into the targets where there are civilians. The dome which was protecting Israel from this attacks. Attacks do happen. Now and then it's a routine thing over there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 attacks do happen. These attacks are neutralized. This Hamas realized this. It is very deep-rooted, Rajiv sir. And
Yes.
Rajiv sir, you should understand what is happening. They realize that the shield, the dome has a capacity, and it is not cheap. This shield which is over the country has got a capacity. So they gathered over the period of time missiles to a number which penetrated into the country, and the shield, the dome could not take the amount of attack. And this missile has penetrated. You see the penetration.
Daruwala Sahab, the Prime Minister Modi Sahab has condemned the attack on Israel. He has condemned the attack on Israel. Modi Sahab also goes ahead and says, I fully agree and believe that Israel's right to retaliate is absolute. He said that he believes in the right to retaliate where Israel is concerned. And he goes further to say that Israel is facing what India was facing from 2004 to 2014. That is what Prime Minister Modi is saying. And 26/11 response from the then government was dossiers. He says, I believe believe that Israel will retaliate and should retaliate, but what we saw 26/11 retaliation were dossiers. What he's trying to say, he's trying to say that the Congress government never at that particular time retaliated the way it should have retaliated. Daruwala Sahab.
Pradeep sir, it is very far-fetched. Israel is known and is not going to take it lying down. Even one Israeli soldier or citizen dying is condemnable. Forget what you were showing on the video. There are other news that have come. They have hijacked old people on wheelchairs, and they are dancing over the head of those old people as though they have got a prized possession. They have caught some army commander or something. What is this? Where are you going? How can anybody in this country or in this world take this, and it cannot be taken? It is not tolerable. I am saying my Prime Minister has condemned, and he is very right, and we stand as a nation, as a Muslim, as a representative of the Muslims in this community. I stand by the Prime Minister. Though the Hamas...
Daruwala Sahab, I like to ask you this. Is
please go on.
displaying the dead body of women, dead bodies of naked women, bleeding women, part of Islam?
It is
Is that
no way.
is that what
A
Islam
single
stands for?
life, what Quran-
And shouting God is great, Allahu
Correct.
Akbar on them. Is that Islam?
Exactly. I told you 99% of Muslims do not endorse this. I as a Muslim do not endorse this. Killing is the worst crime. It is unforgivable. It is the most punishable offense in Islam. You cannot kill anybody. It doesn't give you the right. And being so shameless and demonstrating your ignorance is of a degree that cannot be condemned on a national television over here on your OTT platform. Well,
Gee.
it is understood. They have done what is the ideology. It is understood they are not representing any community. But what over here I want to ask on your OTT platform is, where is this funding? Where are these missiles coming from? Means there are such intelligent drones. Israel is so intelligent. It's keeping a watch on everything. Still things are smuggled. We all know from what border it has come. When will Egypt wake up? When will Iran wake up? When will the Islamic country wake up? Cannot we have an Islamic leader like the Saudi Arab? He has condemned the attack on Israel. Come on, see where Islam has come to existence in Saudi Arabia. Today Saudi Arabia is in such powerful and such sensible hand. Saudi Arab, like India, has condemned this, which I really am proud of. This is condemned.
Right,
This is
Mr.
not
Daruwala,
happening.
but I'd like to point out one thing.
Egypt needs to
Yes, they
put
do.
its socks.
In
They
fact,
are
in
playing with
Egypt,
fire.
just this morning, a group of Israeli tourists was gunned down by a security guard. They were
That's
going.
what I'm telling you, sir.
They had gone on a tour of the pyramids, and there are about 4 or 5 members of a family which were killed, including 2 small children. Now,
Correct.
point is this: as far as Israel is concerned, I don't know how many of our viewers know this. हमारे दर्शक ये कितना जानते हैं मुझे मालूम नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने इस शो पर पहले ये कभी बात नहीं बोली है. सुनने वाली है, जरा ध्यान से सुने हमारे जितने दर्शक हैं. 1965 की लड़ाई में, याद रखें, 1965 की जंग में, इंडिया पाकिस्तान वॉर में, हमें जो मटेरियल चाहिए था टू कॉन्कर हाजी पीर पास, विच वेरी सैडली एंड ट्रेजिकली वी गिव अवे एट ताशकंद. The Israelis helped us. In 1971, again the Israelis helped us. In the Kargil war, by the way, the Israelis actually sent a detachment of troops over here who acted as consultants to our troops as to how to capture the heights, incidentally. So whenever India has been in trouble, Israel has never ever fallen short. The Israelis have always sent weapons. The Israelis have always sent materials. The Israelis have always stood by us. It has taken Mr. Narendra Modi, and I am really proud of my Prime Minister. It has taken Mr. Narendra Modi to acknowledge the help that the Israelis have given us in the past and to make that trip to Tel Aviv to show that India stands with Israel. Let's be very clear. जो आपका दोस्त रहा है इतने सालों से, साहब देखिए, हिंदुस्तान और पाकिस्तान के बीच में जब भी जंग हुई है, most of the Islamic world, the so-called Islamic world, has stood by Pakistan. अब जाकर चीजें जो हैं वो बदली हैं. Iraq used to stand by us a little bit. अब जाकर के चीजें थोड़ी बहुत बदली. And Libya, Colonel Gaddafi used to stand by us. Nobody else. दारुवाला साहब बोलें, कुछ बोलने जा रहे थे आप.
Correct. Sir, to set the record right, when Israel got its independence, there were thousands and thousands of Jews from India who migrated and have settled over there.
Yes.
Sir, Israel, in the government, you'll see Indian citizens, Indian root working over there.
Yes.
It has always been an alliance of friendship, but who recognized this? It was this brainchild of our Prime Minister. To knee-jerk reaction, he did not mince with his word. The first reaction in the world to come was from our Prime Minister. So there is no two ways about it. India will not terror harbor, will never harbor terror. Likewise, what Canada did, we taught Canada a lesson. And over here, Palestine thinks it is too smart by doing these terror attacks.
Daruwala Sahab, I want to
there is
just
a big
point out
blow
what
that
I
is
said
coming.
earlier. BJP has highlighted the very fact that the Mumbai terror attacks that happened, the Congress-led government's response was absolutely not what it should have been in national interest.
Lukewarm. It was lukewarm.
Not at all. There was no. He says the BJP is highlighting the very fact that we needed to retaliate the way Israel is doing right now. There was no retaliation. Only dossiers were sent to Pakistan that this is the proof that we have got. Please take action. Now, the BJP is stressing the need, जो मोदी साहब ने सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक और बालाकोट स्ट्राइक में सिद्ध किया कि घर में घुस के मारने का वक्त आ गया था, और कांग्रेस never did that. दारूवाला साहब,
26/11 attack, let me put the record right. It was not only the Trident Hotel, it was not only the Leopold Hotel. At that point in time, the Chabad House, the mosque, the mandir of the Jews were also attacked. So you see how this line is completed. They came attacking and they were at Chabad House. It was in Chabad House where our army jawans came down from the ceiling and they neutralized over there. So it is not meant that Israeli is whose enemy, we all know. On your show, I will not mince my words. पाकिस्तान के टेरर अटैक पे इंडिया के साथ साथ इजराइल भी था. This Congress government will not do anything, and you cannot expect, and they will be taught a lesson in this five coming elections. You will see what it is. People have seen through Congress.
तो सर अभी तक ये जो AMU
who will give a fitting reply.
सर ये जो अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी में जो डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन हुई है, this demonstration which has taken place at the Aligarh Muslim University in support of Hamas, do you expect, as I do, that Mr. Yogi Adityanath's government will take some action against it? I hope.
I am so happy. As I always tell you, Astin के साथ सब एक एक करके बाहर सामने आ रहे हैं सर. You can see from what quarter of this country the toolkits are operating. Who are our friends? Who are our enemy? ये सब दिख रहा है साहब, ये सब दिख रहा है. And we are noticing, and the agencies that need to notice are also observing. So we do not need to discuss on this platform what's going to happen. But each and every.
But some action needs to be taken. India's official position is that we are with Israel.
वो कौन से भी यूनिवर्सिटी से हो सर, उनको एक एक को सरकार डील करेगा सर.
I hope so. I really and truly hope so. Because what I am surprised about is, very frankly speaking, Mr. Daruwala, this is really the final question on this Hamas business. The Israelis are quite capable of looking after themselves. The Israelis are quite capable of solving their own problems. We stand by Israel. Most of the country stands by Israel, as our Prime Minister has said. But what I really would like to ask you is, how is it that I see on some Twitter handles and others, there are some people who are celebrating what Hamas has done over there? How does that happen? How can anybody be so callous, so disgusting? Daruwala sahab.
Sir, this total gambit of this Israel, the promised land, and it's all totally, I can tell you with authority over here, it's all fake. Nothing was ever promised to anybody. The Gaza Strip, where these people settle, they expand. They have come up. There is nothing that has been snatched away from anybody. But let me assure you, sir, Israel is capable of handling its issues. But what India did by showing its solidarity is really commendable. And you will see very soon. Now, I don't think Israel will take it lying down. And even I feel it should not take it lying down, because the amount of death that has happened, the amount of ammunition that has reached there, it is not only the Gaza Strip, it is not only the Hamas. I feel the nations which are harboring terrorists also needs to be dealt with now.
There is a Pakistani cleric, by the way, there is a Pakistani Islamic cleric, by the way, who has said, we will inflict the same pain on India in Kashmir which Hamas has inflicted on Israel. He said that last evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am so glad that these people cannot even hide their resentment anymore. All these clerics who are, and all these mullahs or all these misguided people are not even 1% of my population, sir, let me assure you. But 99% of our Muslim population is with Modi ji, is with India, and with the security and the safety of this nation. Not let this 1% people dominate the 99% good people who go home, who work very hard. At the end of the day, they are nation-loving people. Let them not hijack the peace and tranquility of this country.
Right. I think that's just about it as far as Israel is concerned. Enough about Israel. Let's come back home. Let's come back home and thank God and thank our government and thank our establishment and thank everybody else also involved for the peace and tranquility and happiness and progress that we enjoy over here. I hope 100%. That continues. I hope that continues. 100%. So, Mr. Daruwala, 5 states are going for elections in November. First one to go for election will of course be Mizoram on the 7th. Of that, Chhattisgarh, that will be in 2 phases. Madhya Pradesh and Telangana will be in 1 phase only. So what do you expect will happen?
आपकी बार 500 पार, ये तो लोकसभा का है मिसाल, but
500 बार, शाबाश.
Yes, you just keep my words in mind, sir. I always keep telling you. And as far as Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, sir, it's going to be a walkthrough, sir. It's going to be a walkthrough. Sir, we have opened our account in Ladakh. Just imagine, sir, जहाँ पे यहाँ पर बीजेपी तो छोड़ो, भारतवासी को कहने से डर लगता था कि हम भारतीय है. Over there, BJP is gone and open an account. ये 10 और 12 सीट लेके सरकार बना रही है, सर. ये पूरा नहीं क्या ब्रोकन मैंडेट है, ये चलने वाला नहीं है काम यहाँ पर. It's the beginning of the end. As I say, this is the beginning of the end.
So what about Telangana? What do you think will happen in Telangana?
So Telangana, TRS and his son need to pull up their socks, sir. They are really going in for the amount of corruption that father and son has done over there. The people over there are going to. It's not going to happen overnight. I will not speak like a fool on a responsible channel like yours, but the ball has started rolling. We have icons who have been breeding over there, and I will not be surprised if the castle also starts crumbling and falling down. And even we open an account in Telangana, in Hyderabad, and I will not be surprised if the boy, I always say, TRS का बेटा अगर वो कोई CR अगर कुछ दिमाग रखता है, so he will join with BJP and be part of the success story of this nation, sir.
You know, Daruwala Sahab, Rahul Gandhi today again talked about how he is going to push the caste-based census. आज एक भरी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में राहुल गांधी सेज इस कमरे में कितने ओबीसी है, कितने दलित है, कितने आदिवासी है, आप हाथ उठाइए. एंड देन nobody lifted their hand. So Rahul Gandhi ji said that देखिए इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं कि जातीय जनगणना कितना जरूरी है. And 2024 में अगर हमारा सरकार is coming, then we will see that जातीय जनगणना caste based census is immediately imposed. He says massive OBC दलित आदिवासियों का शोषण हो रहा है बीजेपी रूल में. How do you counter that, Daruwala Sahab?
Sir, I am so glad, I am so happy this Rahul Gandhi speaks. I am so glad. I think he should speak and not stop speaking only, sir. ये देश की जो आम जनता जनार्दन है सर, प्रदीप सर, वो परेशान है. ये कास्ट बेसिस, ये जाति, ये आरक्षण, ये सब चीजें इतनी परेशान हो चुकी है सर. जो टैक्स पेयर है सर, जो आम जनता है, वो यहाँ पे मेरिट चाहती है सर. जैसा मेरे पंतप्रधान ने कहा, यहाँ पे सिर्फ 2 जाति है, एक है अमीर और एक है गरीब. और मेरी सरकार सिर्फ और सिर्फ गरीब की सरकार है, और वो सिर्फ सरकार गरीब के लिए ही काम करेंगी. He has not minced his words and he's worked only for the poor and he will keep working for the poor. Let these people do जाति का राजकारण, समीकरण, हिंदू मुस्लिम, ये सरकार ने ये 60 साल में सिर्फ यही किया है और हमारे देश को फ्रजाइल फाइव में ले जाके रखा है. If people are educated, if people feel that their children need a safe and a secured future, they will vote for BJP. I'm not using your platform for canvassing for BJP, but I'm using
You
this
can use it,
platform
sir. We don't mind.
No, I am telling you,
No,
sir,
we
I am
don't
using
mind.
this platform
Everybody
for the
does it.
educated, for the intellect. No, sir, no, not at all. It's not required. If you are intellect and you want a secured future for your children, this is the man that needs to come back, and not with a okay mandate, but with a sweeping mandate, sir. I hope and pray this Rahul Gandhi keeps talking and he puts his foot in his mouth.
He did
one
today.
fine day.
He actually did today. He actually said कि राजस्थान की सरकार जा रही है, छत्तीसगढ़ की सरकार जा रही है. Then he said, "Oh, गलती हो गई." This actually happened today, by the way.
Sir, I'm telling you, even the Supreme Court has blasted Bihar, said, "What sense is, where did you get this damn figures from?" Now, what else is left, sir? बिहार ने तो इतना बड़ा गुफअप किया है सर. एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू, इट्स ब्लेसिंग इन डिस्गाइज. आई एम टेलिंग ये आदमी के पास देवी शक्ति है. मोदी जी हिज बीन गाइडेड. माता भारत और ये जो रियली इट विल साउंड वेरी स्टूपिड ऑफ मी टू टॉक दिस वे. देयर इज supernatural powers behind this man and it is shining on my country.
But the fact remains, Mr. Modi has never lost an election. He has never
Why would
ever
you?
lost an election. He has never
Why
lost an
would
election.
anybody lose an election? If you fight with a सच्चा दिल, सच्चे दिल से अगर आप काम करेंगे तो जनता
As
आपके
he
काम
said,
को सराहना करेंगी।
मैं याद दिला दूं लोगों को, हमारे दर्शकों को, ये प्रदीप जी ज्यादातर ये उदाहरण देते हैं, आज मैं दे रहा हूँ, सॉरी प्रदीप जी, के उदाहरण ये है साहब कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने खुद कहा कि गुजरात विधानसभा में जब मैं गया तो बतौर मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में गया, और संसद में जब मैं गया, संसद भवन में, तो बतौर प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में गया, पहले कभी नहीं गया। That's what he said. So all I'm saying is, till now he has never lost an election, and it will be very difficult to break that record. जी प्रदीप जी, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे, बोलिए।
सुप्रिया सुले जी भी अद्भुत शक्ति के बारे में बोल रहे थे। जिसे अद्भुत शक्ति, जो अद्भुत शक्ति दिल्ली से अजित पवार को कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं, अजित पवार के डेट्स तय कर रहे हैं, अजित पवार थ्रू दिस अद्भुत शक्ति, बोले कि दिस अद्भुत शक्ति हैज डिस्ट्रॉयड 4 पीपल इन महाराष्ट्र। दैट इज व्हाट सुप्रिया सुले जी इज सेइंग। अद्भुत शक्ति डिस्ट्रॉयड उद्धव ठाकरे जी, पार्टी को तोड़ डाला 2 भाग में। अद्भुत शक्ति डिस्ट्रॉयड शरद पवार, पार्टी को तोड़ डाला। इस अद्भुत शक्ति नितिन गडकरी को सुला डाला, मीन्स उनको टोटली पावरलेस कर दिया, और इस अद्भुत शक्ति ने फडणवीस जी को भी न्यूट्रलाइज कर दिया है। नो, this अद्भुत शक्ति is not only hitting outside parties but also, क्या दरवाला साहब, what Supriya Sule says is something, she says it has harmed Gadkari and Fadnavis also. Is she true when she says that about अद्भुत शक्ति?
No sir, गडकरी जी के इतना बड़ा टॉल लीडर ये देश में ना हुआ है, ना होएगा। he is the pride of this nation. हम लोग उनको गडकरी जी और उनको जो है ना रोडकरी जी, उनको ब्रिज करी जी, जितना भी उनको टाइटल्स दो आप कम है। आप ये जो आपस में झगड़ा लगाने की जो बात कर रहे हैं सुप्रिया ताई, इज वेरी नॉट टेकन इन द राइट स्पिरिट। गडकरी जी इज वेरी टॉल, ही इज लार्जर देन लाइफ, एंड दैट मैन ओनली बिलीव्स इन वर्किंग। ही इज लव्ड अक्रॉस ऑल द पार्टीज सर। एंड telling you one thing about Nitin Gadkari ji sir, if tomorrow Nitin Gadkari ji rings the bell of Uddhav Thackeray ji, I will not be surprised. He'll catch his hand and bring him back into the party.
You've been saying it for a long time. I'm waiting for that day. You know, I'm waiting for that day. ये एक बार फिर मैं याद दिला दूं अपने दर्शकों को कि अली दारूवाला साहब बहुत पहले से कह रहे हैं कि एक दिन आएगा उद्धव ठाकरे जी वापस आएंगे, घर का भूला हुआ, सुबह का भूला हुआ, शाम को घर वापस आएगा ही आएगा। यानी उद्धव ठाकरे की जगह जो है वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ है, वो शरद पवार जी, अशोक चौहान जी, सोनिया गांधी के साथ नहीं है। कहने का मतलब ये, लेकिन
गुमराह किया है सर उनको।
लेकिन आपको अभी भी लगता है कि आएंगे वापस? मतलब
100% सर, मैंडेट जनता जनार्दन का जो सर जो होने जाने वाला है, उसके लिए हम लोग ने कंधे से कंधा मिलकर हमने काम किया है। उद्धव ठाकरे जी को उतना ही श्रेय जाता है भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जिताने में जितना हमारे कार्यकर्ता को जाता है। ही हैज बीन मिसगाइडेड, and you know what dirty politics has come from which heartland of Maharashtra, but this will not work. He will wake up one day. I pray to Almighty that he keeps in good health and he joins us with the right spirit.
Darola Sahib, you know, Mallikarjun Kharge refuses to give the credit of Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam bill to Mr. Modi. He says, वो जुमला है Modi साहब, but Modi साहब says this is a historic achievement where Indian democracy is concerned and we have socially empowered the woman. Mallikarjun Kharge साहब बोल रहे कि woman empowerment actually started when राजीव गांधी जी ने पंचायती राज और म्युनिसिपल काउंसिल्स में वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट किया, जहाँ और उसके वजह से आज 14 लाख महिला, हाईएस्ट रिकॉर्ड पूरे दुनिया में elected women representatives. He saying the credit goes to Rajiv Gandhi.
But sir, this man is full of bullshit, sir. I'm sorry to use this language. It is the court's directive that has been followed. 27 साल ये बिल पेंडिंग था, क्यों नहीं उन्होंने पास कराया? राजीव गांधी, इंदिरा गांधी, नरसिम्हा राव, तुम्हारे तो 10 साल कठपुतली प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी थे ना। जब तुम्हारे हाथ को किसने बांध के रखा था? जब क्यों नहीं किया सर? सर जो भी हुआ है सारे इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया सिर्फ लोगों को बताने के लिए, जैसा बोलते हैं ना ये गाजर दिखाते हैं, करते कुछ नहीं है। वो गाजर को लाके उसका जो हलवा है वो सिर्फ बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट ने बनाया सर।
जी, लेकिन जहाँ तक गाजर का सवाल है सर, ये तो बता दें, अभी हाल ही में अजीत पवार साहब बड़े गुस्से में थे, कोप गृह में चले गए, कहते मेरी तबीयत खराब है। लाइफ में पहली बार पहली बार अपनी पूरी पॉलिटिकल लाइफ में अजीत दादा पवार ने कैबिनेट मीटिंग अटेंड नहीं करी और उसके एकदम बाद पालक मंत्री बना दिया गया उनको पुणे का. एग्जैक्टली व्हाट ही वांटेड. सर ये क्या हो रहा है?
You can just rewind the last show that I told you. If he's asked for something, he will be given. He does not need to miss a cabinet meeting. This is the least of the things that can be given to the most dynamic man like Ajit Pawar. I think by giving him the Palak Mantri post, we have not done him a favor. We have done city a favor. And let me tell you something to set the record right, which people may not know. He is the guardian minister, and our existing Chandrakant Dada Patil has not been removed. He is also there. He is the co-guardian minister. तो यहाँ पे मान सम्मान और इज्जत के साथ में उनको पद दिया है.
मतलब आपने लड़ाई लगा दी दोनों के बीच में. कहने का मतलब ये हुआ, अरे वाह दारूवाला साहब जबरदस्त, फैंटास्टिक. मतलब चंद्रकांत दादा पाटिल और अजीत दादा पवार दोनों दादा के बीच में क्या दादागिरी होगी अब मालूम नहीं है. राइट?
नहीं राजीव sir, that is how you take it sir. But I would call it as a collective politics. They will work in the interest of the city. They will work together. Just imagine double engine, triple engine सरकार कितना यहाँ पे बेमिसाल काम कर रही है sir. Take it in the right notion sir.
I hope so. I really and truly hope so. It should be done. Well, listen, I am all for whatever is done for the good of the state. If it is good for Maharashtra, it's great for me. Let me tell you very frankly.
Dada was also needed. Chandrakant
Yes.
Dada was also needed sir.
But very frankly
the city
speaking,
will-
it's my personal opinion. It is my personal opinion, and I stand by it. Mr. Devendra Fadnavis would have made the best chief minister. Let's be very clear. Even right now,
100%.
time is not, sir. The time has not passed as yet. You should ask him to become the chief minister. Let these two guys, Mr. Eknath Shinde and Mr. Ajit Dada Pawar, be deputy CMs. Sir, this is an artificial arrangement. This is an unbalanced arrangement. You've got 105 seats in the Vidhan Sabha. How can a man representing 105 seats be a deputy chief minister? Sir, this is not done.
No,
Mr. Daruwala, I would like your comment. I would like you to comment on this. Don't you think Mr.
Yes,
Devendra Fadnavis should be the
110%. I will comment on this, sir. Sir, 105 पार्टी का आदमी अगर डेप्यूटी सीएम होता है, in भारतीय जनता पार्टी, we make the small adjustments for a larger benefit. If Devendra Fadnavis ji has been made a deputy CM, we have got Eknath Shinde sir, we have got Ajit Pawar sir. Our aim is larger. Not becoming CM is not important. देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी ने ये जो किया है, इट इज सच अ टॉल सैक्रिफाइस. आई कैन अश्योर यू ही वो दिल के लोगों के दिल के मुख्यमंत्री है सर. मगर एट द सेम टाइम एकनाथ शिंदे जी को जो मौका दिया गया है, उन्होंने भी जो बेमिसाल काम किया है, उन्होंने भी लोगों का दिल जीता है. एवरीबडी शुड गेट अ चांस. एंड इफ अजीत पवार इज ऑल्सो केपेबल, trust me, this party will not even think twice before giving him a chance. But I feel personally, Devendra sir is cut out for a larger and a better role. State is there.
So
I
you mean
think
he's
a
being,
tall man
so
like
that's called
Devendra
being kicked
Fadnavis-
upstairs. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, it is called.
You're kicking him upstairs. Removing him
No,
from his
I'm
base
not
in
for the man,
Maharashtra.
sir. But if you ask me, this man needs, the country needs Devendra Fadnavis, sir.
No,
Not
you
only
know,
the
Daruwala
state.
sir,
सबका फायदा होना चाहिए.
you remind me of Pramod Mahajan's speech. Pramod Mahajan, telling a Chinese, Chinese politician what is democracy in India in that particular time. He said, we are the single largest party and we are in the opposition. The Congress,
and Dr. Gawai, who's a single member party, is in government.
Congress is the second largest party. They are not in the government. They are supporting the government from outside. And this man with one party, one member is the government. He's the government. No, at least you are a part of the government. But then that particular example where BJP single largest party was in the opposition. So, I mean, political compulsions.
But what a speech! But what a speech! Do you remember that speech of Pramod Mahajan in the Lok Sabha?
Yes.
That's a classic. Will we ever get to hear people like that again? In fact, will we ever get to hear people in Parliament again? I don't know.
But I'm telling you, Rajiv sir, Pradeep sir, the small adjustments are made for larger benefits.
Right.
The larger benefit is that Narendra Modi comes back as a Prime Minister in 2024.
100% sir.
But with a huge majority.
करेंगे.
But with a big majority.
उसके लिए सब त्याग करने को तैयार है.
Yes sir, yes sir.
I
जो
hope it
त्याग करना
happens.
पड़ा, जो adjustment करना पड़े, हम करेंगे. Because this country, now he is a world leader and not India's leader. The world needs Narendra Modi, and not only India. Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. This
Vasudhaiva
is
Kutumbakam.
world platform.
Right, the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
the
lovely,
world is one
lovely,
platform.
lovely, lovely.
We are talking much
सभे
larger than.
सभे धरती गोपाल की. अच्छा सर चलते चलते ये तो बता दो. For Mr. Modi to return, I personally believe with 350 plus seats for the BJP, you will have to reduce the oil prices. You will have to reduce the petrol and diesel and LPG prices, sir. You said that was coming because you said it yourself that that is your area. Because now all your oil companies, that is your petroleum companies, they are all in the black. Now is the time. When are you going to do it? Otherwise it might be too late.
Sir. No, I will tell you, I am not messing with my words. Petrol, diesel needs to be rolled back. We have given 500 rupees subsidy on the subsidized, rollback on the subsidized Ujjwala gas yojana. Now
Still
petrol
too high.
and diesel is also...
Still too high. Still too high. You'll have to give more.
Exactly. More needs to be given, sir. 110%. If the Modi ji has his will, and if he had the funds in our coffers, we would have given much more. But petrol, diesel is on the card. Very soon you will hear it. But let my flagship programs get over. The total funding...
They won't get over. How will they get over, sir? Your 83 crore people
Sir,
are being fed daily, even now. Where will you get the money from?
Correct, sir. But very soon you will see, once this international unrest settles down, this Ukraine thing, this Israel ka bhi jo ho raha hai, conflict,
Unlikely,
our lines
sir.
are cleared. It will happen, sir.
Sir, crude oil prices are likely to go up. Let's be very clear.
Correct.
We were all
Correct,
expecting
sir.
crude
Correct.
oil prices to come down after the
Come down.
Russia-Ukraine
Exactly.
conflict
It was rolling down.
comes down.
It was rolling
But
down.
now, with Hamas attacking Israel, they're going to go up again. So,
I hope and pray
so really and truly,
doesn't escalate. Yeah.
sir, really and
Things don't
truly,
escalate,
realistically speaking, I don't think you have too much of room to maneuver in right now. I don't know how you will lower the prices.
You know, even locally, फडणवीस साहब जो प्रॉमिस करते हैं वो शायद हो नहीं रहे. टुडे राज ठाकरे जी हाईलाइट कर रहे थे फडणवीस जी के एक ऑडियो वीडियो विच सेज कार टोल मुक्त होगा, बाइसिकल मोटरसाइकिल टोल मुक्त होगा. नाउ टोल बढ़ा रहे.
टोल तो बढ़ गया सर, 240 रुपए बढ़ गया है.
जो वादा फडणवीस साहब ने किया था वो वादा पूरा नहीं हो रहा है.
Sir, his hands are tied. His hands are tied. The state doesn't have money. Where does he get the money from?
सर 2.5 साल इन लोगों ने पूरा बैंकरप्ट कर दिया. कोविड के अंदर खिचड़ी घोटाला किया, कॉफिन घोटाला किया. Sir, give some time. Is just hardly few months we are in power. But when we
Sir,
are
you have been in power for the last 1 year and 1 month, sir. 13 months you've been in power, sir.
Exactly.
क्या बात कर
But
रहे हो,
you see
sir?
the flagship programs what we have done. We have delivered, sir. We have delivered. We have just got out of a 2.5 years of unseen history of COVID.
But the Prime Minister's
zero bana diya
report
tha,
is fascinating, Daruwala sahab. What you said is perfectly right. Narendra Modi ji's report card that you are displaying everywhere is fantastic. It's out of the world. It got everything from international relations to local ghar se nal se jal, shauchalay, everything intact.
And housing.
Yes.
Don't forget housing.
Bilkul, sir.
In fact, my driver, by the way, he comes from Gujarat. And they are Muslims, by the way. He comes from Gujarat. His parents just got a free house. I'm not joking. His parents just got a free house. Can you hear me, sir? Mr. Daruwala, can you hear me?
Slightly distorted.
Can you hear me now?
बिल्कुल.
Daruwala sahab, can you hear me?
में जल, हर गरीब को मकान, हर इंसान को यहाँ पे इलाज, ये हो रहा है सर. I am part of some small medical thing where these things are going on. Sir, people are being benefited. To add to this double engine sarkar in Maharashtra.
Triple engine हो गई sir.
Triple engine has added more 5 lakhs and no person is going untreated, sir. Medicines have been given to poor people.
Except in Nanded and Sambhajinagar.
Exactly.
Except
that is
there.
really unfortunate. It is very unfortunate.
It wasn't unfortunate, sir. You have to get to the bottom of it. Not unfortunate.
Yeah, I told you heads will roll very soon. Inquiry will be done.
Inquiry, the first preliminary inquiry is already given a clean chit to the management.
So as I told you, sir, let us give some time. Let's not pin the blame on anybody. I said the condition of the patients that also needs to be investigated. Once all that is done, heads will roll, sir. But even just not to show that BJP is doing something, if there is nothing, even that will be showcased on your show, sir.
Right, thank you so much, sir. Daruwala sahab, great pleasure as usual having you on the show, and I hope Mr. Yogi Adityanath takes some action.
Yes, and we
on
pray
that
for
on that travesty
Israeli
that took place today, where AMU students were actually demonstrating, showing their support for a terrorist organization called Hamas, which has been responsible for the worst atrocities that we have
Shame.
seen in a long, long time.
Shame.
Shameful. Right? Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Great pleasure talking to you, sir. Namaskar
Good
or
night.
Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. Jai Maharashtra.
Vande Mataram, sir.
Vande-
Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra, Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji. Thank you. I hope they really take action, Pradeep ji. This is not done. You
You
can't
can't.
support a terrorist organization on the streets of India. You can't do that.
What they have done in UP is exactly probably what the BJP wanted them to do. The way
चलिए ये तो बात होगी सर, चलिए वो तो पॉलिटिकल बात होगी ना।
Yes, yes.
मेरा ये कहना है कि न्यूज क्लिक के जर्नलिस्ट को आपने पकड़ लिया क्योंकि चाइनीज पैसा आया ये कहने के लिए, चाइनीज पैसा इस कंडीशन पर आया कि मोदी जी की आप बुराई करें, ठीक है साहब। उन पे यूएपीए लगा दिया गया क्योंकि सीएए और एनआरसी के को लेकर के ये कह दिया गया कि भाई बीजेपी एंटी मुस्लिम है वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह, नरेंद्र मोदी एंटी मुस्लिम है। ये क्या है? ये तो सामने आतंकवादी संगठन का समर्थन कर रहे हैं सर। इस पर क्या कर रहे हैं आप? मतलब, एंड हाउ डिड the administration over there give them permission? मेरा तो ये,
How
unless and until
everybody got together so fast, so immediate.
unless the demonstration was held within campus, because do remember AMU is a huge campus, so unless and until the thing was done right within the campus, then it's a separate issue, right? And we'll talk some